Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, let me thank you all for being here today. Let me introduce myself. My name is MONIKA MAZUROWSKA. I work for Management Faculty at University of Gdańsk and I'm in charge of the Department of Accounting. Professionally, I'm also an accountant and statutory auditor. Privately, I'm a local community worker involved in nature and climate protection in my city, Gdańsk. The title of my presentation is Not Only Green Accountancy, from Financial Accountancy to Sustainable Development Goals. I'm going to talk about my proposal of including SDGs in teaching financial accounting. The Sustainable Development Goals is not the first thought that students of accountancy mention during their first meeting with subject rule of accounting. The answers are keeping books, preparing profits and loss statement, tax calculating, lead on business responsibility. It's worth changing this and teaching young people that accounting departments are as responsible and as important for the implementation of SDGs and organizations as other departments. If you show this while teaching the basics of accounting in advanced courses, students will expect to be introduced to the tools for achieving, controlling, and accounting for SDGs, and our role will be to encourage them to explore, improve, and develop these tools. That's why at the first meeting, I asked my students to answer the following question: what do you associate green accounting with? Why the green color? Because it is the most intuitive and helps students start thinking about more than just profit, loss, balance sheet, and taxes. What are the answers? Except ecology, environment, and the F, some nice answers always appear, such as saving raw materials, modernity, cost of ecology, minimizing damage, rationality, cooperation, population, trust, or even ethic and justice. That's the point that enables me to make the next step. And the next step is to introduce 17 goals of SDGs. It is not necessary to explain all of them in detail at once. Why? Because this presentation is not the end of the including SDGs in teaching. It should be mentioned at every level of accountancy. Moving on, I'd like to show some slides from my classes. The first slide is part of basic accounting, the subject classification of assets and liabilities. The accounting planet consists of two fields, two halves, just as there must be a balance between assets and liabilities, there also must be a balance on Earth to protect the planet and improve the lives and prospects of everyone, everywhere. The balance sheet equation, or a double record of economic operations, is a perfect reflection of the stability on our globe. Students go on a journey to the planet of accounting. Their mission is to keep the planet in balance. If they make mistakes and the balance is upset, the planet will be destroyed. At the secondary level of accounting, I combine learning about settlements with employees and staff costs with caring for decent working and pay conditions. At the higher level of accounting, I even introduce integrated reporting and communication in the area of CSR and ESG as a part of the financial reporting course. Part of exercises is to find connection between Polish accounting law and non-financial part of report. We also discuss when profit is ethical. Are all of the corporation's costs included in T accounts, Or shall we look for them outside the organization? How to include, how to show them in the income of going concern? Is it still our goal to be the best organization, or rather to be the best organization for our world? To sum up, SDG subject can be and should be mentioned at every level of financial accountancy. I have just proposed some ways of including these topics to classes. My own 18th goal is to make students of accountancy aware and dedicated to the subject of sustainable development goals. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you found it useful.